and this is how I create my thumbnails. What's up guys, it's your boy Thurslie and I'm back with another video. Before we get into this video, if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications so that every time I drop a new video, you're going to be the first ones to know. Now today's video is a little different. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to make thumbnails like DDG, 7 and all of them. These thumbnails are kind of the most common types of thumbnails you'll see on other creators' channels. The apps that you would need, the apps that I use are Superimpose X, Phonto, and PicsArt. So let's get right into this video. So you're going to want to open up Superimpose X, and when you open up Superimpose X, you want to click on this plus sign here and choose the image that you want to create as your thumbnail. So I'm going to choose this image right here. Then you want to put it at a 16:9 ratio, since that's the ratio that you're going to be able to put it up on YouTube. So click on 16:9 ratio, and then click on this check mark here. What I usually do is duplicate the layer, because I want one layer as my background and one layer as my outline. So since I have my two layers, I'm going to hide one layer and choose the layer I want to outline, and then I'm going to go all the way down to where it says mask and click on the mask tool. Right now it's already set to mask, and all I'm going to do is click on auto mask, and it's going to remove the whole background behind me. So usually after the whole background is removed, I usually double check to see if everything is there that I want. So as you can see, like right here, my phone is missing out. So what I'm going to click on is right here where it says erase. I'm just going to click on it to restore, and just hover around with my my fingers, hover around the area that I want inside of the image. I'm just going to zoom in to see if everything is here. So once that is done, I'm just going to set it back to erase. Then I'm just going to slowly zoom in and erase all the parts that I don't want, since after I restored it. Okay, so once you've masked out everything, you're gonna want to put up your second layer again, unhide it. So you're gonna want to show the layer. Now this is what you're gonna have. It's just gonna look like the same thing. And what I usually do is double check again. Just now I'm gonna hide it again. So select back the layer you just masked, and then what you're gonna want to do is click on the editor button and click on tools and slide over to, you'll see mask outline. So here is where you're gonna want to you're gonna create like the outline. You're gonna outline your image. So you're gonna click on outline, and you could choose whatever color you want to outline. If you click on the white right here, you have different color variations you can have. What I usually do is keep mine on white or black depending on what image. Then I'm just gonna slowly move this bar to the ratio, the number that I want it. I don't want it to be too outlined. So this is probably a good one. And then I'm just gonna click the check mark. What I usually do also is go to layers and click on cast shadow. So the cast shadow is basically gonna shadow out your background. Like you could like you see this black one right here. You could move it to make it kind of pop out more. So let me see what color I want to have this one. I'm just gonna stick to black with this one and kind of move it around so it can make the image pop a little bit more. Then I'm just gonna click the check mark as for you again, and then this is where I'm gonna unhide it once again. Now this is what I have for my background, so I'm gonna the picture that I outlined, which is this one right here, I'm gonna slowly move it up. So now this is what I have so far. Then I'm gonna go back to the background that I just had, the one with the background, the layer with the background, and then I'm going to click on editor again, and I'm going to press distort. Actually, not distort, effects, and then click on the effects button. And what I usually do is do a motion blur, so it's gonna blur out the background. And then I'm slowly gonna move it over to not, I don't want it to be too blurry, but I like it like this, just like that. You could just, some people, if you can move it around all the way like that, or whichever direction you want, but I'm gonna move it a little bit because I don't want it too blurry. Just gonna click the check mark once again. And then what I usually do here is where I'm going to add, you know, my emojis and stuff like that. But you could also add another layer. What I'm gonna do is add another layer because I don't want this layer to be just black. I'm gonna click on empty layer. Actually, not empty layer. I'm just gonna click on photo layer, and then I'm gonna click on colors. Choose the colors that I want my background to be. So I kind of want a white, and let's see what color. A whitish blue color, and then I'm gonna click on, it's already this one. This is where it kind of makes it like a gradient. So it's just gonna look like it just flows out with the different colors. So then you're also gonna want to click on 16:9 ratio. Click yes. I always say yes, fix it. And then for that layer, you want to click on transform, fit to canvas, then go back to layers again and click on blend. Here you're gonna want to put multiply. And then now you see I don't want my this layer to be in front. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move it in the middle, and this is what you're gonna have. And this stage, this is where I'm gonna put my I'm gonna go to Google and get some images. I'm gonna take one of DDG's images and down, and I'm gonna choose this one, press on it, and then I'm gonna add it to my photos. Also, speed lines, you could get whatever speed lines. This gives it that little Fortnite effect. You could choose whichever speed lines you want. I already have one saved in my camera roll, as well as a frame. You can also save these to your camera roll. And then I chose, this is the emoji I'm gonna add, save to my camera roll again, and this is another image. So these are all saved in my camera roll already. So what I'm going to do is add a layer, photo layer, photos, and then I want to add DDG. So I'm just gonna add it like this. It says crop check mark. I'm also, since I don't want him to be all up in it, I'm just gonna click on the mask tool once again. And for this one, you can also click on this one right here and just press on it. So it removes almost everything, but you kind of have to go over it again. Luckily for this image, everything is removed. So all I have to do is just outline it. So I outlined DDG already. Then I'm just gonna resize it to wherever I want him in the image. Have him here in the layers. Then since these aren't saved, I thought they were saved, I'm just gonna go back and save them. And then what I would usually do in this stage as well is start to add all of my layers. So all the things that I said I was downloaded, I'm going to add my speed lines. Anything you add in this stage, you just want to fit it to your canvas and then move it downwards. And for this image, I'm just going to click on blend screen. Now I have my speed lines. speed lines in the background. As you can see, they're already in the background. And for DDG's image, let me go back and cast shadow. Shadowed it white. And I'm also going to add my viewfinder frame, fit to canvas. And for this one, I'm gonna I'm gonna click on screen. You gotta test out different ones, the different blend modes. So for this blend mode, I'm gonna click on screen, and then I'm going to transform it because I don't want the whole thing in here. So I'm just gonna transform it to where I want, kind of right here. And this is where I'm going to give it that I'm gonna bulge it to make it look like it's popping out of the picture. So what I'm gonna do is click on edit, distort. I'm gonna bump it. So I'm just gonna open this circle up to, you're gonna kind of see how it does it. Just gonna bump it up. So as already, it's already just gotta move it around a little bit. Just gonna press and hold to just tap it. Just gonna tap this around so it's already good where I have it here. Next thing I'm gonna do here is add my images, my emojis and stuff. I'm gonna add this one here. I'm gonna do the same as I did with DDG's image. I'm going to mask and just click on the white area. Sometimes you will also find a PNG version, but it's gonna take a long time, so this version is good. What I usually do is do the same. I'm going to also do a motion blur with this one and kind of make it a little blurrier. Oh, just a little bit. Move it to the side. All right, it's good here. And then I'm going to bring this image to the back of me. Transform and move it around to where I want it. So I want it around here. So it's fine right here. Then I'm going to add the phone emoji, phone image, whatever. And then I'm gonna also mask that out, the white. Perfect. And then I'm gonna do the same thing as I did with the emoji. Motion blur, not too much, just to make it, give it that effect a little bit. Transform. Move it to the back of me again. Just gonna kind of transform it again. Gonna put it to where I want. Let's see if it's where I want it. Make it smaller a little bit. All right, so it's fine here. And then what I'm gonna do is add an empty layer. And then what I would do after I add that empty layer, I'm gonna click on tools and then click on frame. And for the outer layer, I'm just gonna make it to 0, the inner layer. Just gonna open it up a little bit. Once I'm done with that, I'm gonna click on transform. I'm gonna fit to canvas. And in this part here, I'm gonna show you what kind of effect I want it to make. I'm gonna click on layers, blend, overlay. So as you can see, this, it kind of gives it that frame a little bit and change the opacity a little bit. Then I'm just gonna go back and transform my viewfinder frame just to make it, just to let it sit a little bit. All right. Perfect. So you're basically done at this point. Let me give DDG a little bit more outline here. Right, so here you are basically done. This is where I would usually just save the image. So you're just gonna want to click on this box with the arrow here, and click on photos. So it's saved. What I usually do is after this stage, you're gonna want to open up PicsArt. And then click on this plus button as well. And now I'm gonna choose the image that I just did. What you're gonna want to do is click on effects, HDR. So this is the effect that, you know, almost everyone goes out for, and kind of change it around a little bit just to make it pop more. Click on apply, and then you're just gonna want to scroll to the left and click call out. You're gonna want to choose this one is most common, this cloud. Let me see what I want to type. I'm just gonna say thumbnail. All right, and then you're just gonna want to resize it. Click on apply. This is what you have. Let me see, I just want to kind of, all right. And then you're going to click on this box here to save it. Now what I usually do is go to Phonto. Actually, before that, just going to click back. Don't save for this one. Scroll down here, and then when you get to color background, just click on this first image. I'm just going to click on next, save this to my device, done, and go to Phonto. Now in Phonto, you're just going to want to click on the camera, photo albums. Did it download? Okay, it's saved. So it's just going to give you like this blank one right here. Just click done. So this is going to give you a transparent background. So here you're just going to click on text. So after you click on add text, you're going to want to click on font. And the font that we're going to use is Burbank Big Condensed Bold. Now to get this font, you're going to have to download this font from, I think, thefont.com onto Phonto. So you're just gonna wanna look for Burbank Big Condensed Bold in the search bar and download it onto Phonto. So I'm gonna click on that and align at the center. And then I'm going to type out how to make. Then I'm going to move that and center it. And then I'm going to click on add text again and type out thumbnails on iPhone. Center that one out also and bring it down a little bit. Okay, so after I've centered that out, I'm going to click on how to make. In that text box, you're going to want to click on style. Here's where you can add your strokes and everything, your shadows and all of that. So I'm going to go to the bottom and click on create color pattern. And here you can create different patterns and set them if you want them to be horizontal, vertical, however you want the colors to flow. So to the left, I'm going to click on the box with the 3 little lines and choose a pattern that I want. I'm going to click on this pattern and I think I'm going to add a white to it. Then we're going to go to the top and click on horizontal. I want the colors to flow vertically, so I'm going to click on vertical, and this is what it's going to do. So once you're done with that, click on apply, and then I'm going to go on to stroke. I want the stroke to be white, basically outline the words and kind of make it bigger. Next, I'm going to go to style and add like a background to it. I want it to be white. And kind of just space the words out just a little bit. And then that should be done. Then I'm going to do the same to the next set of words. Once again, I want it to be vertical, apply, stroke, style, white. space the words out a little bit. Then I just want to double check to make sure that I want the words to be the way I want it. Kind of move that down a little bit. Now if you want, you can also kind of you know, you can duplicate the words a little bit if you want, but since it's the way I want it, I don't have to actually, no, yeah, I'm gonna delete this layer. It's the way I want it. Next, we're gonna go to the bottom where you see this little box to the right, and I'm going to click on save image as PNG. So since that is saved, we're going to go back onto Superimpose X, and what I usually do is click the plus button again and add that thumbnail that we just did. We don't need to do anything to that, and then we're gonna go add layer. Then we're going to take the layer that we just did from Phonto with the words and just add it on to the image. Space that we're gonna change the size, put the size out so it's where I want it to be. Kind of move it over a little bit. So what I usually do is just go back to editor, distort. I kind of want that bump effect as well, so I'm going to bump the words again just to make it kind of pop out, and then kind of resize it a little bit to make it the way I want. And once you're done with that, you just save the image, and then you're going to upload it onto YouTube. And this is how I create my thumbnails. So there you guys have it. This is how I make my thumbnails. If you like the way I make my thumbnails, you have all of the apps and resources available to you. If you like this video, make sure you give it a huge thumbs up and leave some comments down below. Don't forget to share this video to your friends, family, anybody. And also, if you're new, once again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications. Until next time, it's your boy Thurslie signing out. See you guys on the next video.